Hey everyone, it's Kiwi Simming here and welcome back to my channel for another speed build in The Sims 3. This house is another kind of beachy type of house. I've been doing a few beachy type things lately, which is super ironic because the weather where I am right now has not been very tropical or very pleasant at all. I actually am going to talk about that today. Not really. I'm going to talk about the earthquake that I've been mentioning throughout this, I don't know, actually no, I'm pretty sure all the videos that I mention the earthquake in, the majority of them are going up next week. So yeah, my schedule is all over the place, you guys. I don't even know what I'm doing with my life, but yeah, I am going to talk about the earthquake that I mentioned. I know for sure I mentioned it in my current household video that definitely went up this week. So yeah, I am going to talk about it, but first of all, let's just talk about the house for a little bit. This is, like I said, another tropical type of house. It's quite small actually. It's only got 2 bedrooms, which I mean, kind of sucks if you're a family game player, but at the same time, I feel like this kind of works as a vacation home, I guess. I don't know. Just, it's a little house. If you want your Sims to live in a little house, here you go. Here's one for them. Yeah, I don't really have a lot to say about the house, so I'm going to go in and talk about this earthquake because, oh my god, I need to talk about it. I need to talk about everything that happened. It was a crazy, crazy night. Alrighty, so if you haven't watched my current household for went up on Wednesday or Tuesday if you're like anywhere other than like New Zealand, Australia, places around us. If you haven't watched that video, or if you don't follow me on Twitter, and if you don't watch the news or your news didn't cover it, there was a really big earthquake in my area. So it was a 7.5 on the Richter scale, which is massive. If you're not familiar with earthquakes or like don't experience them in your area, your average earthquake is kind of, well, for here at least, I can't really say for the rest of the world, but in my area your average earthquake is like a 4 or a 5. This was a 7.5, and that is crazy. That is a gigantic earthquake. That is not something we are used to at all. That was actually, I'm pretty sure it was the biggest earthquake we've had in our city, like ever. I think someone said. So yeah, really, really huge earthquake, and that was on Sunday night. So it's currently Wednesday when I'm filming this. So yeah, my current household went up today. Yes. Yeah, so that was on Sunday night or Monday morning. It was just after midnight, and yeah, it was the most traumatizing thing I have ever experienced because it was actually 2 earthquakes combined into one. I remember it dragging on for so freaking long, and I was so scared because, like, the scary thing about earthquakes is that you just don't know when they're going to stop. You don't know when they've hit their peak. You don't know when they're going to start dying off. You literally know nothing. It's just, you just have to wait it out, and it's absolutely terrible. But yeah, this one in particular went on for like 2 minutes. I'm not even kidding, and that doesn't even sound like a long time, but when... No, it does sound like a long time. When the earth is shaking and everything around you was like rattling and moving around and all this stuff, that is a really long time. And I wish I was exaggerating when I say it was about 2 minutes. I'm not. Actually, it might have been 1.5 minutes. I don't know. But it was a long earthquake. And the reason it was so long is because we started off with the 7.5 earthquake, and then tacked right onto the end of that 7.5 earthquake was a 6.6 on the Richter scale earthquake. So yeah, we got 2 big ones back to back, and it did a lot of damage. My store was absolutely destroyed. I don't know, you might follow me on Snapchat. If you don't, I'll leave it in the description. I posted a story of like all the damage of one aisle in my store, like all the stuff that had just flown off the shelves, and the whole entire aisle was a mess. That was only one of 13 aisles. I'm pretty sure I shared that video on Twitter as well. So yeah, huge amount of damage from this earthquake. My store actually got off lightly. There are still stores within the same company that are closed. One is closed permanently because the damage is just too severe to like fix. So yeah, it had a huge, oh my god, scariest night of my life. I'm not even kidding. Because, okay, so I was asleep when it hit. My boyfriend wasn't. I was at my boyfriend's house when it happened, which kind of sucked, to be honest, because I wasn't with my family when this was happening, and I'm the type of person that is always worrying about my family. Like, they are the people that I just stress about during things like this, and I wasn't with them, and that was awful. But I am glad that I was with my boyfriend, because if I was with my family and not my boyfriend, it would be him I was stressing about. So, yeah, I'm kind of lost either way. But, yeah, so I was asleep. My boyfriend wasn't asleep. He was actually watching Netflix, and then, obviously he felt the shaking and stuff. I don't know how long it went on before I woke up, but he ended up waking me up because it just kept going and it just kept getting stronger. He was just gonna, like, let me sleep and ride it out, but, I probably would have woken up eventually anyway, because it did just get intense when I woke up. Yeah, so he was going to ride it out, but then it just kept getting stronger, and he just woke me up. He's like, look, we need to get under the doorway. So, yeah, we went and stood under the doorway, and it rattled like nobody's business. And the sky, oh my god, okay. The sky was like flashing. It was like, it went bluey to a greeny colour. It just, these incredibly fascinating. I was like fixated on them because I was trying not to think about the fact that we were, you know, having an earthquake, and that's all I could really see out the window was just these lights. It was like, Google it. I'm sure it's on Google. Just Google the New Zealand November 14 earthquake lights or something. I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah, it was so weird. This entire night is surreal. I can't really talk about it that much because I don't remember it. Well, I do remember it. It's just like a huge blur. So yeah, the earthquake went on. I didn't sleep for like another 2 hours after that. And when I finally fell asleep, I soon woke up at 3 a.m. to the civil defence alarm. And if you don't know what the civil defence alarm, it's basically an alarm that goes off when people need to evacuate their houses, which, yeah. There was a tsunami warning, so people towards the beaches and stuff had to evacuate to higher ground. I was already on high ground, thankfully, and my parents were away from the tsunami area. Like, my parents were pretty safe, so that's good. But God, it was traumatizing. I'm gonna try and find a video like with the sound that was just going on for literally like, oh my god, it must have been like half an hour or something. It was so, oh, it was terrible. It's a chilling sound as well. Okay, I found it. Okay, so let me just play this. Listen to this. This is what I had to listen to repeatedly for like half an hour. Oh my god. That's chilling. Oh, that video didn't show the like drop that the civil defence alarm has. It kind of like goes, whee! Was that a good example? Yeah, it didn't have that drop, so. Oh, here's another one. Let me see if this one's any better. Oh, there you go. Oh my god, it's so chilling. Oh my god, I'm scared. Okay, so yeah, that's what I had to listen to for like half an hour, and I've literally got the shakes just listening back to that because it's literally taking me right back to that night. Oh, so yeah, that's a traumatizing sound. We hear it a lot because they test the alarms quite frequently, so, you know, we hear them go off, but like that is the first time I have ever heard the civil defence alarm and have it actually be playing because we need to evacuate. Well, I didn't, but like, because there was a tsunami warning, and it was just so freaking terrifying. I felt sick the entire night. I was tweeting like mad. Actually, no, I wasn't. I sent like 2 tweets. I was like, oh my god, I feel so sick. Oh my god, I'm freaking out. Like, there's a tsunami warning. Oh my god, there was just this huge earthquake. My Twitter, yeah. It was honestly the scariest night of my life. I have never experienced anything like that. I'm petrified of earthquakes as it is, so yeah, oh god. Apparently we're still having aftershocks. I haven't felt anything since like yesterday afternoon, but I don't know. It's just, what a freaking awful night. I don't even want to ever experience anything like that ever again. It was absolutely terrible. Oh my god. But yeah, so that was that. I finally got to sleep at like 5 a.m, despite the fact, okay, listen, here's an awesome thing about this entire thing. I had work at 7 o'clock that morning. And like, okay, just after the earthquake had actually happened, I was on Facebook because I was like looking at all the updates and like wanted to make sure everyone was okay. And there was a video that was posted by like, I don't know who posted it, but a lot of people were sharing it. And I looked at it, and it was a store that was absolutely destroyed, and it was like, the camera was going down all the aisles, and as it kept moving through the store, I was like, oh my god, that's my store. Like, I saw the first 2 aisles, I was like, oh, wow, that's like scarily similar to my store. And then it just kept going, and I just kept realizing that this is set out the exact same way as my store. And then, yeah, actually hit me that, well, that's the store that I have to go to at 7 in the morning. So yeah, they did close the store. If you don't know, I work in a supermarket. They did close the store for the start of the day, and I work in online, so I pick people shopping for them. We couldn't do any of that on Monday because it wasn't safe to deliver any orders, so we just had to cancel all of them. So yeah, I didn't really know what to do. I was stressing out about work because it's like, well, what do I do? I can't do any picking. Like, what do I do? But thankfully, one of the older ladies who starts at 5:30 in the morning gave me a call at like 6:45, and she's like, she told me that I didn't actually have to come in. She's like, it's just going to be a big day of cleaning up. You don't have to come in if you are like all shaken up and don't really want to work, just don't worry about it. But like, yeah, seeing the state of the store, I kind of felt like I should go in. It would be kind of mean to leave that on everyone else. Plus I am like contracted to Monday, so I am expected to work, even though I was like told I didn't have to. I just kind of felt like I needed to be there, I guess. Oh god, I don't ever want to deal with that ever again. Oh my god, and the cleanup in my store was absolutely terrible. Okay, I got landed with the cleaning aisle, which if you'd gotten the other end of the cleaning aisle, where like all the laundry liquids and stuff were, that wouldn't have been so bad. But I got the dishwashing liquid and stuff, and have you ever tried to clean up puddles of dishwashing liquid? I challenge you to try it because it's a mission. Oh my god, it took us like 2 hours to get that like one section clean. And then we spent the rest of the day like trying to salvage all the stock that had fallen off the shelves but like not cracked, because there were like huge amounts of like bottled water and stuff just sitting in a trolley in my department, and like I'm assuming it's what people had picked up off the ground and just chucked in a trolley to throw somewhere while they cleaned the rest of the shop. I don't know, but like this bottle of cordial must have cracked and like leaked over all of these bottles, and like we spent the rest of the day wiping down these bottles and stuff and making them not sticky anymore, which was so hard, because like they were fine, they were just like, they just had sticky stuff all over them, and there's no point like throwing that away. The store lost enough money as it was with all this damage. We didn't need to be wasteful. Oh my god, it was such a freaking mess. I'm serious. But yeah, I don't think, actually it's kind of hard to say. I was going to say I don't think we're going to have any more because the aftershocks seem to have kind of died down, but I have a horrible feeling that we're going to have another one kind of soon, because like they tend to come in groups. I think, yeah, because I remember Christchurch had earthquakes, like they had a really big earthquake. I think it was 2011, maybe 2010, I'm not sure. They had a really big earthquake, and that one was a lot worse than the one that we've just experienced. That one took so many lives, whereas I think this earthquake only claimed 2, which is still really sad. But yeah, the one in Christchurch took hundreds, I think, and I'm pretty sure they had their initial huge one, and then there was like just a slew of aftershocks, and then they might have had another big one. I don't know, I don't really remember properly. If you're in Christchurch, correct me on that. Oh my god, it's just, I'm so okay, no, it could have gone a lot worse. This earthquake could have, it could have been a lot worse than it was. There were, in my area in particular, I don't think there were any injuries or deaths. I think the only deaths were down south, which I'm at the bottom of the North Island, so we were still impacted quite strongly by it, because it was, I don't know if you know what New Zealand looks like, but we're separated by 2 islands, the North Island and the South Island, and it wasn't that far down in the South Island that the earthquake was, and since it was so big, it was kind of expected that it was going to stretch to my city as well. Oh my god. Absolutely terrible. I'm sorry to everyone that had to put up with my tweeting throughout all of that. It was not a good time. But thank you. I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you who like checked up on me and stuff. To the people that that don't even follow me on Twitter and just heard about what happened and thought to, you know, make sure I was okay and stuff. That honestly melted my heart. It makes me so happy to know that people care enough about me to check on me when they hear about this natural disaster that's happened in New Zealand, because like, I don't know, it's just so sweet to me that I come to people's minds, because I don't really know how to explain it, but just to know that I matter to you guys is so, oh, I'm getting emotional. It makes me so happy. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. Your support throughout this has been amazing. I had so many like well wishes. I had so many people check on me. I had so many people, you know, tell me to stay safe and stuff, and it was just honestly so sweet. It was so nice to, I don't know, this was a really hard thing for me to go through, but to have your guys' support honestly made it that much easier. So, oh yeah, thank you. I can't thank you enough. I love you guys so much, and I really hope you know how much I appreciate you. I feel like I don't say it enough, but I do. I love you guys. You guys are my world. I appreciate you a lot. I don't know where I would be without every single one of you. So yeah, just sweet little moment here. I'm sorry I haven't spoken about the house at all in this video, but I did say that I was going to talk about the earthquake in this video just because I know some of you will be curious as to what happened and all this stuff. And plus I just need to talk about it. I haven't really been able to talk about it with people that like, I don't know, it's different talking about it with people who didn't experience it. And I know a lot of you, I discovered that I have a lot of New Zealand subscribers throughout this earthquake, because I had a lot of you telling me that you were feeling it too. It was felt all the way up to Hamilton. Hamilton is like way far away from where I am, and the fact that it was felt up there is crazy. Like that just indicates just how big this earthquake was. But yeah, I don't know, something about talking about it with people that didn't experience it it's just kind of soothing for some reason. But yeah, what a night and what a week. We're still not trading. Well, my department isn't trading. Online orders still aren't going out, and it's Wednesday, so that's kind of crazy. Oh, I'm back at work tomorrow, so I'm kind of scared because I don't really want to know what I'm gonna be coming into. Oh, why didn't I drop Thursday like 5 weeks ago like I was supposed to? I wouldn't have to deal with it. But anyway, we're just about finished with this house. Thank you for listening to me get this off my chest. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I hope you guys like this house and enjoyed this video, even though I rambled. Please be sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and of course I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!